everybody. Welcome back to Center Stage here at Imagineering Behind the Dreams. So glad you are with us. I'm Jonathan, excited to share with you another amazing Imagineer and what they do. In this session, we are talking all about music. Imagineers have been using music in the parks from the very beginning, from classics like the Tiki 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 Room to It's a Small World After All, to today's attraction soundtracks. Our music team engages a huge variety of world-class composers, music directors creating iconic soundscapes through Disney destinations around the world. And to share more about that, I would love it if you would join me in welcoming Mike Fracassi. So Mike has been with Imagineering for over 25 years. In fact, Mike, you were one of the first Imagineers I met when I came on board. You've been working, curating, and producing Disney Parks music around the world. He has contributed to every single Disney park, at our entertainment districts, most of our resort hotels, most of the cruise ships. Notable projects from Mike include Cars Land right here at Disney California Adventure. Yes, thank you. Magic Kingdom's Fantasyland and Storybook Circus. You worked on the Disney Dream, Fantasy, and Wish. And all of Shanghai Disneyland, including, of course, our most recently opened Zootopia. So Mike has one of the best jobs in the business. Welcome, Mike Fracassi.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you all for being here. It's a pleasure to be able to speak. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about the environmental music that we put all across our parks, resorts, Disney experiences all over the world. If you've ever been to a Disney experience without music, it's probably just a mistake. I'm sure it's supposed to be there. In the beginning, I'm going to give you a little history lesson, and then we're going to play a bunch of music files and maybe even a little game. So in the beginning, there really was no environmental music playing in the parks. It was just ensembles and bands and different music groups, and the Dapper Dans, of course, playing around the different parks. Well, when we did, in addition to that, there were also instruments. We had these automatic music instruments in different parts of the park. And between all the ensembles and these instruments, including the band organ up there, that's now in the Dumbo house, that was what your musical environment was made up of. When we made it to, when we started to design Magic Kingdom, not me, of course, I wasn't born then, we started to zone the whole park out into different zones, and we started to curate music specifically for each of those lands. And that all got started in the early 70s, and a lot of that work was then ported over to Disneyland. When we did Epcot in '82, that's when we started to really produce music and still really started to create our own music for all these areas, for the Future World Pavilions, World Showcase Pavilions. So I'm going to give you some examples of the different kinds of music or the different ways we use music for environmental soundscapes. The first one is a bit more of an emotional approach, where we're not really specifically presenting music for a character or story, but really a collection of characters and stories. It's really supposed to provide the mood and the feel of the place. It's a little low. Volume's a little low, but there we go. Thank you, guys.
I'm hearing lots of magic. It sounds like a very soothing, fantastical place.
Yeah, so this is the new Fantasy Springs, one of the areas of new Fantasy Springs at Tokyo Disney Sea. Some fans. Beautiful orchestration, beautiful composition, really sets the tone of the whole environment. Now we're going to go to Special Spice for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Actually, guys, I don't think I'm hearing the music cues. There we go.
There we go.
So, the song Special Spice, newly written for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, was written for storytelling. It actually tells you the story and the adventure that you're going on. So that's a piece of music that is about the story, about the characters, very specifically and intentionally done. All Right, so now we're going to play a little game, and this game is going to be where I play music cue, and you can guess where it might play in the park, and they start off easy. You can just shout it out. I'll give you the answer anyway.
Like, this is D23, the Ultimate Fan Expo. They know all the music.
You should know. Yeah, you should know. I got some deep cuts in there, though.
All right, let's hear it.
Main Street.
Main Street. Very good. Main Street called it. Yep. Nothing says a vibrant, thriving Main Street USA like the greatest hit from the turn of the 20th century, Maple Leaf Rock. Now we're gonna stick with Disneyland. Okay, here's the next one.
King Arthur's Carousel.
Everyone knows it, Mike. They all know it.
Everybody knows Carousel. Okay, so a little fun fact. That Carousel track and all the tracks with it have been around for a little while. What we did about 10 or so years ago is we added more music to the rest of Fantasyland to fill it out. We wanted to fill out the courtyard between the castle and the carousel, so we created a beautiful sort of overlay accompaniment to the carousel, to the band organ music, and that sounds like this. So helps really fill out the rest of Fantasyland. Okay, moving on to, I think we're still at Disneyland here.
This is a harder one. I recognize it. Anyone out there? Yeah, we got it right here, Toontown.
Very good. Yeah, that's from the new Toontown, where the music wants to put you in a place of just relaxing energy, a little bit of energy, but most relaxing, just a nice, happy, fun, charming feel. Some of the songs in that track are about the characters, and some of them are not about the characters, but they represent the idea of what Toontown is all about. Okay, I think we're going to move to elsewhere around the Disneyland Resort. Let's see where we go here.
Yeah, we had the Pixar Place Hotel.
Really nice.
Yeah, very nice.
That was Define Dancing, the cue from Define Dancing from WALL-E. That's an example of, we wanted music to be familiar. We wanted all the themes that you all know and love from the Pixar films, but we wanted to do it in a style that worked for the hotel. So we had this nice, cool, modern, chill hop feel, the design language of the hotel, and we did the music just like so. Okay, next one. Let's see. I think we're going to stay at Disneyland Resort, but not Disneyland.
Avengers Campus!
Avengers Campus, very good. Avengers Campus, where we want all that big, epic, heroic Marvel music, but we also want it to be comfortable listening. We don't want to hit you over the head with the big brass and huge percussion, so we tone it down a little bit. We create our own versions, and the work we did in Avengers Campus to weave in all of the different Marvel themes into a beautiful soundtrack is awesome. Hope you guys all enjoy that. So here's an example. This is not a name of the place, but I'll show you. We took the same theme, so this is an example of how we use the same musical theme, but for a totally different purpose. And so here's what that sounds like. So yeah, same Avengers theme that you just heard, but this plays at the Hotel New York Art of Marvel Hotel at Disneyland Paris Resort, where that whole hotel has an amazing curation of Marvel artwork. All right, moving on. I don't know where we're going here. Let's see. I think we're going elsewhere. Yes.
Avatar.
It doesn't sound like Pandora to me. We're stuck.
That is Adventure Isle at Shanghai Disneyland. Now, for those of you who have not been to Shanghai Disneyland, it's an incredible park. Very proud of that one. At Adventure Isle, it is a place where we have this fictional people. The indigenous people of Adventure Isle is called the Word people. We had the opportunity to write an entire musical language, an entire vocabulary for all the lyrics, and we brought in a children's choir to sing all the lyrics because we wanted the place to feel inhabited by people. We didn't just want tribal music. We wanted to feel alive with people and have that humanness connection to it. And with that music and the rest of the land, we use a ton of crazy time signatures and rhythm patterns and microtones. It's a beautiful track. Does anyone know the name of that piece of music, by the way? No?
No guesses.
It's called Runa Kuna Uli Uli.
Easy for you to say. Say that again.
Yeah, Runa Kuna Uli Uli.
I learned something today, Mike. What do you got next for us?
Okay, let's see. I think we're going to stay at Shanghai Disneyland.
Tron.
Close, very close. Yeah. It's actually in Tomorrowland where Tron is. Yep. That's our Tomorrowland music across the whole land, and Tomorrowland at Shanghai is about these big epic themes of the coexistence of man and earth, right? And the optimism of the future. A lot of great themes in that track, just all big sweeping chord structures, big percussion, big orchestral percussion, really inspiring music. Okay, I think I have one more, I think. This one I think comes back closer to home.
Epcot Watershed.
Epcot Moana, Journey of Water.
That is one of the newer lands that opened up. This is part of the New World Celebration areas, revamped areas at Epcot, and that is the World Celebration music cue or themes that are part of that whole New World Celebration experience. And that music needs to represent the idea of the optimistic future that is created by community and for community by all of us together.
That's amazing.
That's all. I think it's all the music cues I have. And this is a little parting shot. I had the pleasure of working in Shanghai again this last year for the Zootopia project, where I got to produce all the music for the new Zootopia land.
Hey Mike, I have a question before you go.
Yes.
So we have a lot of folks who obviously know their music. Some of them knew things I wouldn't have known. If someone were interested in joining the industry in music at places like Imagineering, what's one piece of advice you could give right now to us?
Be passionate about what your skill set is. Don't worry about what you're not good at. Be passionate and honor what you are good at, and figure out how those skills and interests and passions can apply to themed entertainment or Disney or Imagineering, right? Don't worry about what you can't do. Focus on what you can do, because that's certainly been what I have done. I've leveraged my skills that I do have, not worry about the skills you don't have.
That's good advice for everything. Would you help me and thank Mike Fracassi one more time? Thank you, Mike. We've got more Imagineering in 15 minutes. If you want to know who's coming up next, you can visit our friends at the Infoneering booth. They'll give you all the info. We'll see you in 15 minutes right here on Center Stage. Have a magical day, everyone.